My name is Faizah and I'm one of the specialist refractive optometrists. I'm mainly based within the Manchester clinics, but I travel around a little bit, which is one of the really nice parts of the job, is to go to different clinics and meet different people. Today marks my 1-year anniversary with OE, so it's been exactly a year since I joined Optical Express. Honestly, when I reflect back on my time with OE, I realise it's the time in my profession and my career personally that I developed the most as a clinician. The amount of experience and support and training you get here is incredible. Every day I come to work and I get to work with experienced and senior refractive optometrists and experienced ophthalmologists, and I come to work with a real drive to want to help my patients, which is really nice. So my role first began with a really great training program. So I was lucky enough to have 2 mentors when I joined with OE, and they were great because not only were they really great in introducing me into the role in terms of helping me understand which patients would be clinically suitable for life-changing procedures. They also helped me manage a wide range of complex patients, and it was even things like where to find the best coffees on my lunch break, which was really nice. So even though I'm long out of my training program and I regularly see patients on a basis where we are listing them for life-changing surgeries and we are managing a whole range of patients, I still know that I've got that support from my mentors on an ongoing basis. And I always come to work knowing that no matter how simple or complex my day, there is somebody on the clinical services team who is just on the other end of the phone waiting to help me, which is really nice to know that you come to work and you have that fallback in case you do need it. In terms of my personal development as an optometrist and as a clinician, Optical Express has been a massive help and a massive part of this. We're a complete eye care provider, which means even though they've given me the tools and resources to specialise, I still have the ability to use my core skills with sight tests and contact lenses because we still offer those. The other thing that Optical Express do, which is really great, is they encourage all their optometrists to take on board the IP qualification, and I genuinely don't think would have been doing that so early on in my career if it wasn't for the encouragement from OE, and now I'm halfway through it and I can see why they have that drive to want their optometrists to do well, because it really has made me more clinically sound and it makes me feel more competent when I'm assessing patients. Optical Express have ongoing support through clinical services, so no matter where you are in the country, no matter what clinic you're in, you know that there's always somebody to guide you from the clinical services team. With my training, I had access to 2 incredible mentors who even now I'm long out of the training program, they're still happy for me to contact them and ask for advice when needed. And adding that onto the fact that we get so much support with IP, with the funding for the course, which is incredible, and then we'll go on to complete a placement within Optical Express for the IP course. Again, it's that kind of level of support which I've never really heard of in any other company, so it's definitely unique in that aspect. The technology at Optical Express is definitely at the forefront of optometry. Technologies like the Pentacam, the IOL Master, again, it's things you'd only ever heard about at university, and I've actually got a newly qualified optometrist shadowing me today who is seeing this technology for the first time. She genuinely said to me the last time I saw this was in a lecture in 2nd year, and she's able to see this technology as well today, which is really nice, and that's part of our optometry shadowing program as well. And in the past, to be told that in a few years' time that I'll be able to interpret these scans and analyse them and assess them, I'd have thought you'd been kidding. But through the training program here, we can accurately diagnose, we can pick up the mildest hints of pathology, and we can also responsibly and appropriately list patients for surgery where appropriate. I think my favourite part of the role is... Oh, it's a tough one. There's so many different parts of the role that I love, from telling a patient that they're suitable for surgery, because a lot of these patients come in thinking that they may not be suitable, so to give them that information and reassurance that they are, to seeing them on their day of surgery and seeing how psyched they are for surgery, to seeing them on their first post-op and seeing how happy they are and being able to show them where they were to where they are now, even to the discharge appointment where they are over the moon about the fact that their eyes are now so healthy and vision is so great that they don't need any more follow-ups. The entire patient journey, I think, is my favourite part. But then alongside that is the social aspect within the company, where you meet great colleagues, you have great support from your fellow optometrists and ophthalmologists, and I think it's a really nice balance of the sort of clinical and social side, which is really nice. One of the, I think, most incredible opportunities that are available within Optical Express is that optometrists are now starting to carry out YAG laser procedures. It was something that you'd heard of happening in other places, or you'd heard of being mentioned, but you never actually saw it. And now my own colleagues are starting to take on the YAG laser procedures themselves. My colleagues who were once sort of junior refractive optometrists like I am, and they've built themselves up into a role where not only are they so well respected and esteemed to the point where they are carrying out procedures like a surgeon would, but they feel so competent in doing so. And I think that's a really special part of Optical Express, is building up your confidence and building up your portfolio of what you can do. If you're looking for a rewarding career in healthcare that gives you a good work-life balance and you want to make a positive impact on people's lives, optometry is definitely one to consider. People's eyes mean so much to them, and you realise that when patients are going towards these life-changing surgeries, which is why they're doing it, because they value their eyesight and they value their vision, and to be in a position to be able to help those people, it's really, really second to none. If you want a career that's rewarding, that will continually put you at the forefront of optometry, that will continually support you, then Optical Express is definitely the place to be. I come to work with a real sense of joy, no matter which clinic I'm working in, knowing that my patients are going to receive optimal care. I have a real drive of optimising patient care and maintaining a positive work ethic whilst I do so, and I think Optical Express really supports that. And also being encouraging of it as well is quite nice, because it means that you're doing something right, and it's nice to be told that you're doing something right, which I think Optical Express as an employer does do. It's pretty surreal being able to work with them. Not too long ago actually, I was invited by one of our ophthalmologists to help manage a complex patient where they required laser treatment, and he invited me to take on board the pharmacological management before he proceeded with the surgical management. And these are the kind of things that, again, you read about in lectures and you read about in articles, but you don't ever expect to be a part of them. And Optical Express really affords you that opportunity to be a part of clinic management where you may not be able to in different places and different professions.